good, y'all? Welcome back to 280 Plus, the social media podcast where I take the conversations off the timeline and go beyond the tweets, the posts, whatever you want to call it. I'm your host, Los Def, and I'm back here with for episode 200. 200. Wow. And I mean, you see who I'm with, man. I'm with the legend himself, Levi Sparks, man, my man. Yo, brother, how you doing, man?
It's good. We're chilling. I'm ready. I had this idea in my head that I wanted to be number 200 for you. You're
Okay,
most
okay.
likely going to be 200 for me, so it's only appropriate. And since this is my third or fourth time now on the platform,
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen our recent episodes, but I brought my button with me.
Oh, you got the
So if we
button.
need
What are
to
we doing? Right? Is it?
if we need to hit the audience with a little bit of just razzle dazzle, we've got that here to be pressed. So you know what I mean. We're
Nice.
ready for episode 200. I can't believe that's like what 4 years now, fam. We're on like year five, I think, something
Yeah,
crazy.
this is man, 4 years. And it's crazy because like 200, it comes faster than you think. And I don't have any I don't have too much razzle dazzle. We just grinding, man.
Yeah,
We still plugging away. Obviously, we can keep growing both of our platforms. But you definitely, man, you've inspired me because when you told me you part of the partner program, and I kind of was seeing what you were doing over the last, couple years and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta really like change it up. So like, I don't know if you noticed, I've been like putting more like medium form content,
yeah,
you know what I mean, on the page and stuff like that. Just cause, I feel like, we leaving like views on the table a little bit. So yes, I'm trying to, and yeah, watch hours is going up and stuff like that,
yep.
but it's still a grind, man. I just need, man, I just need like a great thumbnail. Like I do different things. Like I use a template off of
Uh-huh.
like Canva or something like that. But like I just want to master the thumbnail, man. Like people are like amazing. Like the professionals, man. The people that have been around for like I see a lot of great thumbnails, man, that are
Yeah,
like
I
just
mean that's kind of that's always been like the number one, like your way to YouTube stardom is to have a great thumbnail, and if you don't have a
yeah.
great thumbnail, they're not going to click on the video. And like it's just,
You
but
do good. I think you do good
I mean, at the
thumbnails.
end of the day, it's just like who's what definition is that?
Yes.
is there a template? You're supposed to have your face with someone else or
Y-
words on it, no
Yeah.
words on it.
Yeah.
Do you put
Yeah.
your title? So at the end of the day, I mean, and then even just look at Joe Rogan. Every single one of Joe Rogan's
It's the
last.
same.
It's just a screenshot of the guy
Yeah.
who's there. It's whatever YouTube generates as the thumbnail.
Yeah.
There's no artwork to it or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just I think.
Well, but that's not fair because Joe Rogan, he don't
Well,
need a like
sure,
he's
of
already, what I
course,
mean. But I
yeah,
know I get what you're saying though, like because yeah, like it's weird. I'll if I post just a photo that I find,
yeah.
if I post that as my thumbnail, sometimes the views be higher on, and I'll be like, what the hell? Like,
But you see that, and you automatically think, oh, that it must be because I did that for the thumbnail. When in
yeah.
reality, you probably just had the right keyword in the title. You probably used
Mm,
the right tag or had the right
yeah.
sentence in your description or whatever it may have been
Yeah.
that really made it pop up. So like you said, it's a never ending grind, dude. And you can't. My format these last, I guess, a year now at least, has been full episode drop on Friday,
Yeah.
immediately put that into Opus to get the shorts and the
Yep.
clips, and
Yep.
then just as much as I can. Some weekends are hardly any because I got weddings and I'm busy, but like other weekends where I'm not doing it, I'm pumping like 10 to 11 to 12 just short clips and
Yep.
reels on all the platforms, and 9 times out of 10 that's what then takes my full length episode, because I make that the related video on
Yep.
YouTube,
Yep. Yep. Put
from
it in your cards and stuff. Yep.
from the 12 views that it gets to sometimes then like the 80, 100, couple hundred, whatever that week.
Yep.
And then the following week I just pump out all the clips from it if and when I have time. And it's just I don't have a right or wrong reason for doing any of it. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if I know the number one way to get your watch hours up is if you just go live. If you and I
Yes.
would
Yes.
dedicate a day to going live for
Yeah.
anywhere from like 5 to 8 hours, then by God, you'd be in the partner program instantly because that's
Oh
just
my gosh.
that's what gets you
Yeah,
there.
that's
Because
crazy. Yeah.
if you're live for 8 hours and you have 10 viewers, that's 80 hours that's going towards your watch count instantly. So it's
Oh.
yeah. So it's
Okay.
my
I didn't
math
think about
might
it
have
like that.
not have math there, but you get it. However long you're live for and however many viewers you have, that's X that amount of
Yeah,
hours
yeah,
per
no.
viewer. So it's just you know what I mean. That's my only piece of advice. But when you're doing something like we're doing, that
Yeah.
live doesn't make sense, and then you're like, well, we
Nah.
could just do what everyone else does and try gaming, which I did for a little bit, and it's so time consuming because then you
Yeah,
still
yeah.
have to, you still have to feed the algorithms. And then people are like, wait, I thought you were a podcaster. Why are you playing
Yep,
Mario? And I'm
yep,
just
yep.
like, I'm
I
just,
know, yeah, because then I don't have you don't have time to create another channel and to monitor that and then upload to that. Yeah, I feel you. I like though because I think there was a time when I was kind of experimenting with one of those like scheduler
yeah,
like post schedule and then but like then I'm realizing like yo so much stuff on like so Opus Clip has definitely gotten better for me. I feel like I
yeah,
know we've kind of been up and down with it. But I do like it overall because yeah, especially when I am making like the bigger chunks, and then just the ability to like auto schedule and post, and all I gotta do is make a and that's been good. And I'm like, all right, so yeah, it's pretty comprehensive. Like it's
yeah.
adding, and they keep adding like way more and more stuff. So shout out to Opus Clip, man, for helping empower these
Yeah, and
platforms,
you
man, that
should
we got.
probably clip that whole thing because I think they're doing like a $5,000 like giveaway or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what the details are, but I'm pretty sure if you just like shout them out, you're entered. So make sure, yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
Opus Clip,
yeah,
shout
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. I think we might have an affiliate link somewhere, probably for our account. So
Oh,
I'll
okay.
find that after the episode, and you can put it in the show notes or something and get us some credits if someone wants to sign up or something. So hell yeah, dude, hell yeah.
Definitely, definitely. All right, so for episode 200, man, I'm letting my
Yeah.
man's, be the executive producer here. So, I mean, he gave me a list. He's like, "Yo, he pretty much bullied his way into episode 200." Yeah, I mean, he's like, "Yo, I got you, bro. Like, let's do it."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, what topics, whatever." And
Yeah.
he's like, "I got all the topics. Don't worry about it."
Yep.
So we're gonna roll through it, man.
Yeah, man.
So where you want to start, man? How you want to
Listen, man,
start?
I feel
Well,
like
you know what? Time
whoa,
out. I'm sorry. I'm
whoa.
sorry. Let's rewind because I think you were gonna overlook this.
Okay.
Um, all right, new background, and then, bro, you start another podcast without telling me, bro? Like,
I might have mentioned it. I think when we were on the phone a few weeks ago. So I have a client of mine. It's Tone Tailors Guitar Shop. They're in
oh,
downtown Lancaster. They just moved back to downtown Lancaster.
okay,
Need a guitar, strings, amplifier, microphones. Go to Tone Tailors. Shop small, shop local. And
nice,
so
nice.
I've been working with them on their website, helping them with social media and blog posts. And for years, I have been just begging the owners to let's start a podcast. It's going to be the easiest way to get you guys content. You're
Yeah.
in with the Lancaster music scene. I've already interviewed multiple musicians. I interviewed the owner of the original Chameleon Club. Like,
Oh, wow.
fam, did you know there was a Chameleon Club documentary made. There was a Chameleon Club TV show that ran for like 2 or 3 seasons on like
What?
some Philly cable access channel. Oh yeah, it's off. This guy was off the chain. Like he's been around the Lancaster music scene since like the 80s when he opened the club originally. So
What?
anyways, so Tone Taylor, we finally sat down and they're like, okay, Levi, we want you to do this thing. And I just 100% assumed naturally that they wouldn't want the alien invasion of New York City backdrop.
Yeah, they ain't want that
So
wrote that Roku
yeah,
screensaver back
yeah,
there.
yo,
Yeah,
that I think that what you bringing up that comparison is probably funniest thing. I died when you said that because I am constantly
I'm looking at
seeing
it
that in
right
my
now,
bedroom.
bro. Like I'm looking at it, it's on my TV right now.
It
Like
is
little
100%
robot in
correct.
the back, like got that volcano, got the alien, yeah, bro. Godzilla
So
coming out the j-
So I needed something a little bit more professional, and I've been wanting to do something a little different for a while now. So I built a grass wall. I got some shiplap. I got this bomb ass plant, And so this is my Tone
And this is all
Tailors.
in the studio. This is all
Yeah,
in.
yeah. So
That's dope.
I'm in the corner where, like, if you go all the way back to Wad Pod episode 1, I'm
Yes.
essentially where I was then.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
forward a little bit, and obviously the walls are covered with what is there now. So it's yeah, and then if you take 2 steps that way, it's my long wooden desk where I do the What Are We Doing podcast. So
So you Tone Tailors is your podcast or his podcast or y'all podcast? Like
So it
what?
is the Tone Tailors podcast, and
Yeah.
they have just hired me to host it. So your
Hey,
favorite celebrity hosting a game show. You know what I
look
mean?
at that, man.
Yeah. So
Getting
that's
hired to do podcasts. Look at you, man.
yeah. It's what I mean. It's part of the. I think I said it from the beginning. Probably the first time I was on your platform that, like, I always set out to do our podcast, your podcast, my podcast, just to experience it and learn and grow from it. And then if I can take that and help, and Tone Tailors isn't the first client of mine that I've helped with podcasting.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
the first that I've been in front of the camera for.
Okay,
So
okay.
you know what I mean. So I've just kind of been taking that journey and that experience with the Wad Pod and just kind of converting it into pixel and hammer currency that actually results in money in our pockets, because as we just discussed, it's a grind to even get creative. Bro, hey, spoiler alert,
Yeah.
the YouTube partner program that the Wad Pod is a part of
Yes, yes.
is like phase 1 out of 2. And so
Oh.
phase 1, I just get like I can have members and set up subscriptions, aka my
Okay.
own Patreon that doesn't
Yeah.
even that wouldn't work anyways. And so, like, my videos don't have ads on them. I can't monetize any of my clips. That's the next level. So I've got,
Oh.
I have a whole nother 2,000, I think another 2,000 watch hours to go.
Okay.
So let's buckle up, baby. I'll see you at episode 400 and we'll check back in and we'll go. I mean, is that the move, fam? Do you foresee, are we going to do another 200? I mean, is that in our inevitable future? I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't like, I think yeah, I'm along for the ride, man. I love
yeah.
doing it still. It'll be dope. I think yeah, I think things change, in your personal lives and stuff like that that gives you those opportunities to kind of keep going and expanding. But like, I don't know, yeah, I guess if I'm at the same exact level, then maybe not. I'll probably be discouraged.
Take
But
a
like,
step back, right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, maybe need to like, yeah, go back
Or
to the drawing board a little
is
bit.
it so? And it might even just be a situation, I think, then where I think at that point, if we get to 400 and we're still kind of, like you said, in the same financial and number of viewership downloads every week or every month, that I think would then be, because I've been on our platforms before, just like punching other podcasters in the face for stopping after
Yeah,
like 90 or 100 episodes. I
yeah,
think at about 4, maybe 400 would
yeah.
be an appropriate time to take a
Yes,
step back and
yes,
say, okay, maybe we keep going, but we call it something else. We start
yes,
something
yeah.
new. We
Yep,
come up with a different
yep,
format or premise,
yep.
or switch genre, or get just, and because that's our thing too. You and I don't have a niche that we've necessarily kind of locked down.
Yes.
We have our formats, we have our personalities, we have our main areas. You have sports when it's really popular.
Yep, yep.
I cover, Gypsy Rose and what's happening at the trailer park. And so it's but so, like, maybe if we went very, very niche, like,
Yes,
then it
very
would.
niche. Yeah.
So that's where, yeah, I think I'm with you on that. We'll converse probably here soon and in the next couple hundred episodes and see where we're at. But I
Yep.
mean, but it's not. There's plenty. I think I hate bringing him up again because I just hate him these days. But I think Rogan said he didn't make a penny until episode 500, and
Oh wow.
that was with him being Fear Factor and UFC guy and stand up
Wow.
comedian during all that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
hey,
Who knows? Yeah, who knows,
it
man?
is what it is. You keep hearing all the Gary V's of the world will tell you like, oh, Colonel Sanders didn't open KFC till he was 45, and this
Yep,
person
yep.
didn't start this multi-trillion-dollar business till they were 52, and it's like, okay, so I'm in that mindset, bro. I don't know. I think I'm 30. I'm 32 or 33 this year, something along those lines.
He don't even
I
know.
don't
He
have
don't even know.
time to do the math, but I know I've got a smidge of time left before I'm 40, and as long as I accomplish a few things before then, which I'm pretty confident and I will,
Yeah,
then I'm good to go. And after that, it's just fair game. We'll switch it up after 40, but I'm steady cruising
yeah, yeah. I'm
until then.
going.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yep,
it's
yep,
we're doing good. We're living. We're thriving.
yep.
We're having a good time. It's summertime, and I think that's a perfect segue
All right.
into my
Yes,
first topic
yes.
here. You're our mutual friend Mo on Instagram. Shout out to her, man. She's on her
Yeah, man. My
content.
baby, man. My baby. Yeah,
She shouted out. I didn't know it was public information. Just kidding.
yeah. I
And
feel you. Nah, I feel
yeah,
you. I feel you. I
yeah.
feel you.
Our baby girl Mo, she be producing some stuff on Instagram that deserves 10
Oh
times the amount of
man.
views that it gets. But she's getting there. She's
Yes.
grinding too.
Yeah, she is, man.
Um,
She's on the come up, man. For real, for real.
I'm gonna be honest with you. At the beginning of this video that she posted just the other day, Megs and I started laughing. I said, "What's Monet doing with baked beans on Instagram?" And then
Oh,
as the video goes on,
yeah.
that's the my exact reaction is, "Oh." And then we get
Yes.
the final outcome. Can you explain to me? You've experienced these in person, I'm
Oh,
assuming.
of course.
Can
Yes.
you
They are
just
the
give
the best.
me the rundown? I mean, these might be yeah, I need her to make me a batch of these instantly because
Yes, yes.
it's the recipe. We've got three meats in it:
Yes,
the
yes.
the baked beans,
Yeah.
jerk seasoning,
Yeah, yeah,
all the
yeah. That's the
seasonings on top
secret.
of that.
That's the secret ingredient there. But no, man, no, Mo is doing great, man. Just with her content creation
Yeah.
and trying different things, and so she really been getting into one of the things we talk about is just you got to pass things down to the next generation and
Mm,
one thing that like it's funny because people talk about this in terms of like do you have like recipes like family recipes and do you have stuff to actually pass down to your kids and
yeah.
stuff and people kind of take that stuff for granted like and I would say like in the black community sometimes we don't always certain
Uh huh.
generations weren't always on top of that
Wow.
so she actually been getting into like, all right, she has a book and like she started putting down some of the recipes
Uh huh.
of some of her best dishes because like anything that really almost anything that she make is like the best version of it to me. Like it'd
Love
be
it.
like yeah, I mean, so the baked beans, oh yeah, I know when she started making them baked beans, especially that way though, because there used to be this little truck, this little wagon like type barbecue spot that was like out here in Lancaster County called Brewster's.
Okay.
And they had like the best baked beans and they had like brisket in they baked beans,
Yeah.
bro. And a little bit of like and so I know and so she had this idea and like, she got this recipe and she decided to like, share it. But I told her though, I left a comment. I said, all right now, babe, like you gotta we gotta pick and choose what recipes we sharing. Like these are
Yeah,
family recipes
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
us. Like
yeah,
they not
yeah.
for everybody.
So I think that the method is just not revealing the amounts, right? I mean,
Perhaps,
yeah,
yeah,
sure.
something like that. Yeah, maybe that's what
Hide
it
a
is.
couple
Like
spices, maybe just
yeah, you gotta
hide a
hide the
couple.
secret stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like the stuff that people don't know. And then she was like, "It's okay. I want everybody to make baked beans like me." And I was like, "All right, that's cute, but
Yeah.
like, nah, like don't be giving away all the sauce. Like, you
Uh-huh.
know what I mean? Like, it's
Uh-huh.
that's our sauce. You know what I mean? That's our baked beans.
No,
So
what she needs to do, entrepreneurial in me, she needs to come up like her own. She needs to combine the spices and make her own little Mo spice.
there you go.
We make her a
There you go.
label, and she's like,
Yep.
we put that Mo spice on everything,
Yeah.
and then that's the secret, and then boom,
Yeah.
yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Put a little more spice, you know what I'm saying?
Ah,
But you know what I mean? Put a little more spice. But no, no, yeah. So those are good. Um, I think one of the questions that you had was like, what other things that she makes really well, or like
yeah.
other
Just what are
recipes?
your what for those of us who don't have their invites to the cookout? What are they?
Okay.
What are we missing? Like, what's the go to summer Gotta have it there at the cookout.
All right, gotta have it at the cookout. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do burgers and dogs, but like you gotta have a like you have to have a link on there, like a hot link. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Like don't just do these regular hot dogs, like
Uh-huh.
and something good quality, man. Like don't
Okay.
you know what I mean, spend a little bit of money, get a good hot link, man, because that just sets it off. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You gotta get a good char on that. You could do chicken and stuff like that, whatever, but like the entree meats and stuff like that, that's proteins, that's up to you for like that's
Yeah.
but like when it comes to the sides,
Okay.
man, you gotta have them big beans
Yep.
on deck. You gotta have a good pasta salad, and Monet makes one of the best pasta salads. She put some shrimp in it, some pepperonis, and
Oof.
it's oh my god, it's
Shrimp in the pasta
yeah,
salad. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. So she made one of the best pasta salads out there for real. So that's a given. You gotta have the deviled eggs, man.
Yep.
Gotta have a good deviled
As
egg.
soon as I
Some
get
people,
there, I got 3 or 4 of them popped already. As
oh
soon as
yeah,
I show up.
yeah,
Oh.
gotta have the deviled eggs.
Uh-huh.
I think other I guess there's like other kind of salads. Some people will make a Big Mac. Like
Yeah.
Big Mac is not necessary. That might be a little bit of overkill.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Fire roasted like corn on the cob, you know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like yeah, any other like salads and fixings and then for dessert you gotta have like banana pudding or something like that at
Ooh.
there. So yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
yeah,
I'm not a
that takes
banana. I'm not a banana guy, but that's sound. I
Oh,
would.
really?
I think if I had.
You got that banana colored chair, motherfucker, and you ain't get
No,
like
yeah, no. I literally.
that.
There's two things on this planet I will never consume. It's a banana and Subway's tuna salad. Just
Oh, their
just
tuna is the best, bro.
well, when I was 15, I had to put it together, and so just
All
the
right, don't tell me
it's fine.
about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they but I think if I had all of those other foods on my plate combined, I think that I would go ahead and consume the banana pudding.
Okay,
I
okay.
would, yeah, that would probably be my one and only. Oof, that sounds so good, right?
What
Okay.
about you, man? What's your go-to, man?
Man, I'm a wings on the grill kind of guy. So I
Okay.
need I need mine just a little more done than normal, just to kind of
Yes.
get a little bit of crunch on the outside. I'll put sauce on my grilled wings like 2 or 3 times. Just
Okay.
just keep putting it on, let them cook, and another 15 minutes and more sauce and then 1 or 2 rounds. And so that's kind of one of my faves. And then if it's usually just Megs and I, or even if the family and friends are coming over, me, I'm a splurger, man. You know what I mean. So
Oh,
I'll,
you're a
I'll
steak
go
guy.
I'll go get a couple steaks, and our
Yeah,
marinade is just Worcestershire,
that's it.
just Worcestershire for as long as possible, and it is. It makes them. It's the bit. Yes, yes, 100%. I'll sometimes toss in some other like seasonal or
Okay.
spices. We get Green Goddess from Trader Joe's, which is just like
Okay.
a combination of like onion, garlic,
Okay.
oregano, like 3 or 4 different spices. So we put it on everything. So maybe some of that in there. But even if you just do Worcestershire for the marinade on the steaks, it's key. And then
Okay.
I'm huge, like you said, on the corn on the cob. We've made that at least like 18 times this summer already. I'm big on trying to perfect my street corn, my Mexican street corn.
Okay. Okay.
I've been messing with different combinations. I tried making it like the white person way with like Parmesan and mayo. And
Okay.
then obviously you gotta
I
get
didn't know that
gotta
was
get gotta get like the elote and the other
yes.
stuff and the sour cream. So been big on that.
Okay.
Um and I'm also funny you mentioned the salads. I like the pasta salad. Megs would go for that as well. She's not a pepperoni or shrimp kind of girl, but as long as the noodles in the pasta salad are covered with enough dressing or whatever else is in there, Megs is a okay.
Okay. Okay.
We're also macaroni salad people.
Okay. Amish
Um
macaroni salad, classic joint.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
The,
that's
the
good. I
yeah,
fuck with it.
better when if someone can home make it.
Oh yeah, it's like summertime is like a tuna macaroni salad. That's what I see.
Okay.
I don't know if you like tuna or not. Like I think you're just off of tuna.
No, but I would try that. It's
Okay.
Subway's tuna. I'm not really messing with. So I'll eat like sushi. I eat tuna on my sushi all the time. I eat raw.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's not necessarily tuna. So if I saw that it was a nice macaroni salad that someone made with tuna, and I'd give it a shot. Probably be good
Okay.
for me. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then man, what are we drinking? Are you like a Corona's beer kind of guy? Are you like a mixed drink in a cup the whole party pacing? Are you
I
taking?
guess yeah. Like if we doing that drinking, actually now I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm a truly boy. Like
Oh, okay,
not
okay.
White Claw, Trulies, man.
Yeah,
Them Trulies be
yeah.
unruly, my dude. Like
Okay.
yo, they get you there, bro. Them Trulies get you there. Yeah, nah, hard. Like I ain't gonna lie, like liquor, like hard. That's too much for a cookout. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because if I'm in the heat, whatever,
Yeah.
like unless we have something like. Shoot, like, Monet, she got this, like, she got a cousin, bro, who's like, she got money, bro. Yeah, I mean, she got one of them ninja slushies and stuff like that. So
Ah,
I could see, because it would be like indoor
yeah,
and outdoor,
yeah,
the cookout, whatever.
yeah.
And so, like, she might have the slushy maker,
Uh-huh.
um, you know,
Yeah.
powered up, whatever. But no, I like maybe a beer here or there, a truly, and then so soda water, you know what I mean? But yeah, no. I ain't drinking no hard liquor. I ain't drinking no wine either. You know what I mean? Unless I'm at like a wine festival. But yeah,
Right,
that's
right,
what
right.
yeah.
What did you guys do? What did you do for the 4th of July? Did you go see fireworks?
Nah, bro. 4th of July, I was lonely, man. I was by myself. So
I
she
was
went down.
lonely, man.
Yeah, bro.
You
She
should,
went
yo,
down.
you should have came over to Sandy Dunkles. You should have let me know next
What?
time.
Oh, for
I'll let you
real?
know. Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
bro. I ain't had no cookout food. Yeah. So she went down to South Carolina
Mm.
for a housewarming that happened on like the 5th, but like she was like carpooling with like one of her best friends, and she took Jackson, and so like I went to York. I mean to see my pops. And I'm thinking he cooking out because oh yeah we're gonna go swimming, we'll put some on the grill. He said he was frying fish because it was a Friday. So I ate some fried fish, but like they ain't even cook out. I ain't even get out the house. I think I was like working on the podcast with her. I was
We're
like
just
working on
chilling.
putting
Yeah,
it out.
yeah.
So like I was dolly, and then I was supposed to link up with my homie, and we were supposed to just throw some on the grill, and then bro, I'm like circling around his crib. I'm calling him. I don't see his car. Like I'm like he spun me, and then he ended up
Ah,
calling me like a day or two later. Was like, yo, bro, I was in the backyard. My phone was. And I was like, I ain't see your car. He was like, oh, it was parked in the back. I didn't even know he had like back parking right by his house. Yeah, I mean,
shit.
so yeah, bro. I end up, bro. I ate Taco Bell,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Like, yeah, like, and yo, Taco that Chris. I didn't try the nuggets. I ain't gonna do the
Oh,
nuggets, but
no,
like the
fam,
Chris.
the Taco Bell nuggets are to die for. Oh,
Oh, are
there's
they?
some
Are
there's
they?
some of the best. Yeah, they're up there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, cause the meat that like the chicken that go into like the taco, whatever
Yeah,
it was good. I was like, oh, this is like a wrap basically.
yeah,
What,
yeah.
what's the difference between a taco and a wrap? Like, yeah, I mean, like, what are we talking about
Oh
here?
God, how that debate. I don't know,
What's the
man.
difference, man? It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
It's I
It's the
think I
same
think I
thing.
think so I think the difference between a taco and a wrap is the same argument as like a hot dog versus a sandwich. I think
No,
no,
it
it
uses
it
the
depends.
same vehicle.
I
It's a taco shell,
I
bro.
think it
Wraps are
depends
taco.
on I think it depends on what meat you put in it. If you put
Yeah,
up
but
if you put up ground beef in a tortilla shell, it's a taco. If you put ham or turkey in a tortilla shell, it's a wrap.
Yeah, but all right. So this crispy chicken joint or whatever, it's
Okay.
like a tender. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like you put
So
those in tender wraps, but then nah, a Taco Bell is a
now
taco.
is
So
that
like,
is it maybe it's a culture thing, like America calls it a wrap and Mexico calls it a taco. I don't know. That's
yeah,
such
I don't
good.
know. I just was thinking
That's
about that. I was like, wait up, what
yeah,
makes it? Because
yeah,
yeah, all y'all giving me all these wraps I've ever, even that freaking Dunkin' Donuts,
yeah,
whatever, the wake up
yeah.
wrap,
Uh-huh.
bro. These are breakfast
Yeah.
tacos.
Well, and hey, speaking of wraps, snack wraps at McDonald's are coming back like tomorrow, like the net in a couple of days.
No, we've been
It,
saying that,
Fam,
bro. They've
no,
been
it's
saying that.
legit. I thought
No,
it's not
like
legit news.
bro, they've been
It's
teasing it for all year,
okay.
bro. They've been teasing.
Either it's real news or it's them trying to distract us from the Epstein shit. So I don't
There
whatever.
you go. There you go.
Yeah, they want to distract us from the Diddy case results. They're trying to distract us with the McDonald's. I get it. Okay,
Yep.
I think they might be real. I think they're actually coming back. I'm pretty
Well, they
sure.
should. I don't. I would be happy if they came back, but like I don't
I'm
know if there's
90.
any movement towards that.
I'm 99% sure it's like July 18th or something. We'll figure it out. We'll see. And if I'm right, it's just, you know what I mean?
Yo, McDonald's has gotten away with such a bare bones menu for like the
Yeah,
last like 15 to
they
25 years, bro.
it's
Like
not
it's
good
crazy.
anymore. It's
Yeah.
not it's
Yeah, the
like
breakfast is falling off, man. I'm like, yo, this is when I would like, that's the highlight. I mean, and the breakfast
yeah.
is falling off to me, man. Like, I can never get a good biscuit. Hardee's makes the best fast food biscuit. I don't care what nobody say. I know
Wait,
fast
no.
food biscuit it's a bro. Those are scratch
Bro, the
biscuits, my dude.
Chick-fil-A's breakfast
Nah,
biscuits. Come
no,
on.
hell no, hell no. Their
Bro, I
biscuit, the biscuit itself is
yeah.
not better. It's not better.
No,
And you
that's
have not even. When last time you eat Hardee's, bro?
like
Hardee's
yeah, like
slaps.
20 years ago.
Exactly. You don't even know what you. Yeah,
All
it's
right,
you
I'll
don't
have to
even
do a
know what you're
taste test. I'm
saying.
gonna have to do it. I will
I don't
have to
even know they
go.
have one out where you at, man. They don't have one
We
where I'm at. I gotta be in York to get
Yeah,
some Hardee's.
the one in New York on 30, and then we have one
There's a couple.
on the way to Carlisle. So
Carlisle,
I gotta drive
yes,
about 20 minutes to get to mine. So one of
bro.
these
Breakfast.
days,
Get a biscuit, bro.
okay, with
Best biscuit.
what protein combo? Is it a sausage and
You could.
cheese,
It don't
sausage, egg
matter.
and
It don't.
cheese? Okay,
I just do a sausage egg. You know what I mean,
okay, I'm a
yeah. I
cheese guy.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I like cheese sometimes, but it just McDonald's. It just be too plat. That I don't like that cheese product, man. Because that ain't cheese, bro.
Well,
That's
and
government. That's government
it's like the
product, bro.
problem, bro. They're charging you like $4 a slice now. It's like there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah, McDonald's, like you said, they've 1000% lost the way. It's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, no, 4th of July, I wasn't doing it, fam. Last
Okay.
year we tried to get to City Island. The closest public spot
Yeah.
to me is the City Island joint.
Really.
And
Okay.
we didn't even get to the bridge. That's how much traffic there was. I tried
Oh.
going to this park that Sandy told us to go to. There was traffic and cars and police everywhere up there,
Oh man.
to the
Yeah.
point where we sat in the Perkins parking lot, like 4 or 5 miles from the opposite side of the bridge that the fireworks are on. We sat there for an hour waiting for them to start, and we could barely see them over the tree line once they started.
Okay.
The boy wasn't having a good time, and so
Yeah.
for the last like 3 weeks, he's been like hype, like, oh, daddy, it's fireworks day, fireworks day, fireworks day.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, there's no chance in hell I'm sitting in the traffic, because if you don't go to City Island, the next best place is the York Fairgrounds. And then
Oh really?
I don't know about Lancaster, like if there's any big public places that put on firework displays.
Nah, there's a couple I think, but the one that I went to last year was in Lidditz, and like
Okay.
they have a
Okay.
good show out there. But yeah, no, I think in York, I think it's at the Revolution Stadium. I don't think it's at the fair.
Either
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
it's bumper to bumper
Oh
traffic,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I couldn't do it. So I sent Megs. There's a fireworks store on the Carlisle Pike,
Okay,
and
okay.
I'm like, spend like $200 or $300, find out what the biggest thing is that they have,
Yeah.
and then get like a couple little things. And so I got a whole case of 24 mortars. I went over
Hey,
to Sandy Dungle's house, and I just popped them off one at a time. They
nice.
were a little too close to her house for comfort, I think, but nonetheless, that it was better than anything we would have seen sitting in traffic. And so I'm just, from now on, that's all I'm doing. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna do it.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
spend $200 on whatever and just
yeah,
shoot them off in the backyard for the boy, because I can't do it. I can't do it. And
yeah.
I think last year they stopped the fireworks show in Harrisburg early because there was a shooting to cover the
Oh,
set. Like, you know, so I don't know. It just,
yeah.
I can't take
Harrisburg,
them
man, it's
chances
different,
anymore,
bro.
fam.
Yeah.
I can't, like, we just watched the friggin', I think you covered the train wreck series on last week.
Yes, yes. Poop Cruise,
Did you
yes.
watch the Astro World one, bro?
I'm I love Travis, man.
I
So
know, dude.
I kind of don't want to watch it
Bro,
because like
I turned it off halfway through.
oh for real?
I had to turn it off halfway through because the footage, just seeing the people not being able to move or breathe, and me
Oh,
knowing for a fact that I would have Megs there with me.
yeah,
I don't know what I would do. I would not
yeah,
be able to protect her, and
yeah,
that freaks me the fuck out.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. It's like almost too much. It's like a horror.
it's real.
Yeah, I mean, it's like yeah,
It was
yeah,
real. It was
real
causing
life
it,
horror.
and
Yeah.
I told her, I said, hey, turn it off, and then
What do you feel like it was it sensationalized or was it just like raw what it was? It just that's what it
It
was.
was, bro. It was a combination of past events of Travis's. This is what he demands. This is what he wants. This is what he needs.
Mm,
This is the energy we give, bro. I understand it. It's a completely separate category of energy. But when we watch Austin Richard Post perform live, I am taken out of this reality. Like I'm sure you experience the same thing with Chris. She experiences the same thing with Beyonce. Like it's just
yeah.
that energy but Travis's is to 10. It's
Oh yeah, it's
cranked
great.
up to
Yeah, his
10. And
yeah.
if you don't give it back, he's going to say some shit, call you a bunch of pussies, and then cut the show early. So you have to be
Oh,
right there
a
with him.
lunatic. Yeah, yeah.
And so when coming from 2019, 2020's canceled, we're all locked up at COVID. These
Yeah.
kids wanted nothing more to get out. And I
Yeah.
get it. And it was the way that the security and the barriers of the stage was designed. The park only had one exit. The
Uh
whole crowd, they only had one paramedic on scene for all those people.
See, but and yeah, and like what
And
is that whose is that Travis's fault? You know what I mean? Like,
security
you know what I
just
mean?
was non-existent because they
Yeah.
immediately shut the gate. So I mean, yeah, I don't know whose fault it actually was. I don't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
think when it happened I covered it. I know you did in the moment, but like
Yeah, yeah.
just watching that footage and then just hearing the people they're interviewing talk past tense about your friends, like, oh well, I guess their friend died, like like how do you explain that? I don't, it just, I had to turn it off.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't.
Yeah,
I
that's too
couldn't wait.
much. Yeah, like that's yeah, I don't like watching certain things too, man. With this, it's just like like
Yeah, I'd rather watch like a Freddy versus Jason where I know like,
yeah,
yeah, sure, that might to a certain point might be possible. Someone with a mask on
yeah,
coming into my house,
yeah,
fine, but like not where we live. So it you know it is what it is, and it's just it's yeah real shit. Well, and speaking of watching shit, some recap and record time. We've got some news,
nice.
some HBO news. We kind of knew this last year going into House of Dragons season 3, fam, but we officially have some behind the scene photos and some
Yes.
things taken. We are getting that Battle of the Gullet, and it's apparently this is what we've been waiting for. This is supposed to be the big like Battle of the Bastards kind of like defining moment of the House of the Dragon show. I think
Okay.
we're probably going to lose a couple core people. We're gonna
Okay.
some surprises will be in the way.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's just a lot less of our man Damon wandering around the castle, just trying to figure out what's going on with the ghost of Rhaenyra's past, you know, kind of situation. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we're excited, but I think it's still not coming till 2026,
It better be
2027.
26. No, don't say
I
27, Levi. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, so let me just
That's a long time, man.
let me see. House of the Dragon season 3 release date. Yeah, premiere. It's expected in 2026.
Okay. Okay.
Filming has just begun this year, so fingers crossed, fam. Fingers crossed. Maybe my brain's confusing the dates, and they maybe promised it to us this year, but then pushed it to next.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're on HBO's schedule now, so it's just we just kind of have to wait. And
Yep.
I think that other show,
Yeah.
Nights
The egg, the one with egg.
Egg, yeah, Egg Target, yeah, I think that's coming next year as well now. So
Oh, okay.
multiple Game of Thrones, House of the Dragons. We're excited. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, definitely excited, but it's just yeah, we definitely need to talk about what we're doing in the meantime.
yeah,
I think yeah, I definitely would like to do something.
something.
Yeah, so I think you said something about the Harry Potter. When is
Well,
that supposed
so
to drop?
is that are you a Harry Potter fan? Is that something you're
So, all
interested
right,
in? Where are you at?
I'm semi interested. I respect the Potter universe. Probably more than like I respect like there's a lot of universes you can get into like
Sure.
the Lord of the Rings and Star
Yeah.
Wars, Star Trek. I can get down with Harry Potter. I just started because I needed a game to play because I didn't know like I know you could like with Madden, when you play video games, you can play
Yeah.
Madden, you can play your franchise for like multiple seasons. So there's like a cutoff of like 30 seasons. I played like 30 seasons, and now granted, it was the same game for like 2 years. So,
Okay.
never-
Okay. So basically,
so
you beat Matt. You beat
I
the
beat
game Madden.
Madden. I beat
Okay.
it. I'm the
You're the
first
first
person
and
to
only
ever
person. I
ever.
mean, hit the button. We've
Like,
got.
and I played those games, bro. Like, I know
Yeah.
people
Oh,
might like
sure.
simulate and all that. But
Okay.
nah, bro, I played them. I beat Madden.
Okay.
So then I'm like, I need to get in something else. And I've had Hogwarts. I started it a long
Right.
time ago. Never got into it, but like, I'm into it now. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And it's kind of cool. And so yeah, I'll be down with that. I would watch Harry Potter. I think I'm gonna like quietly like start watching them, like the
I was gonna.
movie.
Have you seen the movies at all?
I seen the first one
Okay.
when it first came,
Year
back when it came, like
2001.
20 years ago.
Two
Yeah, 20
thousand
some years.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
23.
Never seen any of the other ones.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yep. Never seen any
I
of them. I don't know what I know the characters' names because of just weird reasons. Like I know names, like, but
So I'm throwing this out there. I've always wanted to do this. There's a YouTuber that I follow. I have been following since like Philip DeFranco's SourceFed days. I'm going to drop a lot of names that you probably don't even know. But
okay.
original YouTubers, if people are fan of YouTubers, they'll know. Philip DeFranco's SourceFed. His name was Steve Zaragoza, and he had a podcast called "It Feels Like the First Time," where he
Okay.
rewatched the show Lost, but it was with himself who has seen the show, another friend who has seen the show, and
Okay.
another friend who hasn't. And so just watching it and reviewing the show in that perspective with someone who hasn't and being like, hey, how'd you feel about that moment? Did you see this coming? Like, what you
Yeah,
thought?
yeah.
And so I've always wanted to do that in some
Okay.
aspect. So what if we do recap and record miniseries where we do an episode for each Harry Potter movie?
All right.
You're watching it for the first time. I'm rewatching it for the 80th time.
Okay.
And then, fam, I can't have a son named Ollivander and a dog named Loomis without knowing everything about the
Yeah,
franchise.
yeah, yeah.
So, and then we'll do those episodes, and then that'll kind of be our kickoff for the show.
Okay, yeah, I'm down with it. Yep,
All
let's.
right,
Yeah, I
sweet. I
need an
would love
assignment.
that.
Yeah,
I
I
would
mean,
love
and
that.
bro, you could post stuff on the recap and record.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah. No, I
like
know.
whenever whenever I have like something that's dedicated to
Recap.
TV,
Yeah.
I put it on there. Like I'll be like TV movie, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put it on there. But I'll be like, yo, Levi, you could do it too, man. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I'm
It's like
I I
I'm
al-
busy. I'm too busy.
I
I'll need your
already
little bullshit.
I no, dude. I listen. Hey, I know. I will, and I'm fully aware that I can do so. But two, I already am half depressed at like the average just 200 flat views that I get on my Instagram reels, anyways. So to do that twice for the same half the audience that's on both accounts,
I know. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
but I'll no, I think about it all the time, and then I just as soon as I open Instagram to do so, I think you know what it is. I got a new phone and I'm not logged in to
Oh,
that
you're not logged
account,
in yet? Okay,
so then I don't
okay.
think about it, and then I just whatever let it go. So yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's fine. But okay,
yeah,
cool. I'm listen, man. I'm excited for the Harry Potter series just because it's a Harry Potter series.
yeah, yeah.
Am
So,
I?
how do you feel about because aren't they changing like the race of characters and stuff like that? And I know I don't want to get controversial, but like at the same time, does that bother you or like are people crazy? Are people just showing their racism
I
a little
think
bit?
half of that has to do with the mentality of the society of the day of age that we live in. So
Okay.
yes, am I a fan of the reboot altogether, just in general, not necessarily Harry Potter, but just like movies and TV shows? Kind of not like if you're rebooting it to continue the story, great.
Yeah.
Great. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't. Like Dexter or whatever like they
Yeah, yeah.
tried to
I
bring
know
back.
I never watched any of
No
those
one
where they
did, but they've
oh,
brought it back
okay.
like 3 or 4 times
Yeah,
now or
yeah,
something,
there's like a
man.
couple
I don't
different
know.
versions.
Yeah.
There's like three versions of Dexter now.
You
Yeah.
know, like who gives a shit? Like
Oh my God.
so if it's that kind of reboot, great. I'll give it a chance if I have the time and the property's worth it.
Yeah, like a continuation, like an epilogue, like something
But
else.
us getting a brand new 12-year-old Harry, Ron, and Hermione over the
That's kind of
course
wild.
of the next 5 seasons, ah, I'm just it's going to be I'm now going to feel the same way that the book readers of Game of Thrones and House of the Dragons feel when they're watching the
Yeah.
show. I'm going to be
Yes.
comparing and contrasting. Why
Yeah.
would they change that? And then also too, you know me, I'm not a book reader, so I know for a fact that there are omissions and changes from the books to the movies. So
Yes.
I'm then going to also be a little aggravated because they're probably going to include things from the book in the TV show that they didn't include in the movies. And I'll be like, oh, why'd
Yes.
they change that for the movie? But at the end of the day, I'm the asshole for not knowing the original story. And
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
it's, yes, fine. Does this make me nervous that we're getting into the Marvelification of it all with multiple
Okay.
movies and universes and
Yeah.
shows and
Yeah.
this and lore in the book? Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm putting all of that aside just because I have been a fan of the franchise. I was in the movie theater every single time one of these movies came out all the way
Okay.
through.
Okay.
So it was a thing me and my stepmom did as a teenager. So
So it is like just example
yeah,
is like season one gonna be Sorcerer's Stone.
I
Season two gonna be whatever.
I th-
Mo-
I think so. I think
Okay.
so because
Okay.
they've pretty much already promised us. I think it's 8, but I think maybe 5, either 5 or 8 seasons
Season
so
really?
far
They
of the show.
promised that.
It's what we're saying. Yeah,
So, all
yeah,
right, but all right, and the only thing is then, all right, we're talking about HBO here.
yeah.
Are we rolling with a Game of Thrones schedule, or are we rolling with a more a tighter thing? Because
I
like I
don't.
would think Harry Potter is vast, but like
It's gonna need
you
to
know,
be a lot of CGI, the whole
yeah,
castle, the wizardry of it all. I
yeah,
I would imagine, depending on how far they take the lore, there are dragons
okay,
in Harry Potter. We don't see them till like the third or fourth movie slash book. But
okay,
if they include those early on, that costs more money. So it just depends. I think what we'll get the answer to that question after the first season. I
okay,
think I
yeah,
think the same thing will happen that's happened to the Game of Thrones, that'll happen to Harry Potter, is once HBO can source, or Max or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves
yeah,
leading
whatever
up
they
to
want,
the
yeah.
show.
I know we had like a
HBO
debate on
Max
it's.
now,
Oh, it's
bro.
actually. I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought it was always
Yeah,
HBO
no, and
Max.
I'm like, yeah, it was, but then they changed it and now it's back. So it's like, it is what it is, man. But I think once they realize how popular it'll be, then they'll probably give like season 2, hey, we need a year and a half to make this happen because that's how much more our budget is. That's how much
Yeah,
bigger we're
yeah,
going.
yeah,
And that's why Game of Thrones takes a while, but just because they bring us huge ships and
yeah. That's what I'm
dragons and
saying. Yeah.
practical effects. So I mean, if we get to that point, and as kind of not really a spoiler alert, but starting from the first movie of how tame that is to then the end of the Harry Potter series to how dark and violent we go from people getting hurt to people getting killed.
Oh
So,
wow. Okay.
yeah. And so, how much of that do we show? How much of the creatures and the lore do we get
Yeah.
into? And just how good will they make it look? So I think we'll answer that after season 2. So okay, I'm excited.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. I'm okay. Cool. We'll get a date on that when it's coming out. I think next year. I think we might have a busy year next year
Okay.
with a
I'm down
recap
with
and
that.
record podcast.
I'm down with that.
Hopefully it doesn't overlap. Here, HBO release date is late 2026 or early 2027. So we might have a little bit longer to wait on that. So
Okay.
good ramp up. Maybe end of this year, maybe we do the movies, and then maybe Game of Thrones all through 2026, and then hopefully end of that year, beginning of 27, we've got Harry Potter. We've got more announcements for the recap and record podcast than the Marvel phases that they do every
Yes. Facts. Big facts. Big facts. Big facts.
I mean, I'm down with all that. Let's go. A little bit of a hiatus. We'll figure something out maybe in the meantime, but yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
dig it. I dig it,
That's
man.
what's up, man. That's what's up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Was Cowboy Carter, yesterday, last weekend,
Yes, yeah. Oh no, last night, man.
last
Yeah,
night.
yeah, one of the shows. But yeah, I guess Beyonce had two shows in DC,
Okay.
and yeah, so Mo went to the one yesterday on the seventh, on the
Okay.
seventh. Yeah.
You didn't go?
No, no, no. That
Yeah.
was that. No, that's
It's not your scene?
that's higher than my budget. Probably. I mean,
Ah.
what I want to pay for something like that. But no, maybe one day I'll get out to one. But no. So yeah, Cowboy Carter was 7-7 in DC.
Mhm.
Yeah, she just got back for real. And yeah, bro, huge. She's like one of the biggest Beyonce fans I've ever
Uh-huh.
met. She has all kind of merch.
I saw the
She's
outfit.
not like a crazy weird fan though, like, but
Right.
she's like cute, huge supporter. Like,
Yeah.
and then yeah, she, Mo got a creative side, so she'll make alterations to her clothes and stuff, and like that's the thing now. In the last couple Beyonce shows, like it's like a theme that you gotta come and
You gotta
represent. If
step
you're
up.
going to yeah, you can't just yeah, like most concerts, it's just like you wear whatever you feel comfortable in. Nah, it's a Beyonce show, bro. Is an event, so it's
Yep.
like you gotta dress
Oh yeah.
and come correct.
Yep.
And yeah, man, she had this red dress, and then she had this like she made this hat out of like old denim jeans. Like
Uh-huh.
I gave her a couple pair of jeans, whatever.
Uh,
She had some jeans, cut it up, made this denim cowboy hat, right? And then she had this red dress, and then she had on the back of her dress, bro. It was like like when they shoot the joint and they say bang,
yeah.
like the whole back of the dress said
Yeah,
bang,
yeah, yeah.
whatever. And
Yep.
I was like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I seen her put it together.
Hell yeah.
And like seeing her with it, and then she had got these new denim cowboy boot, bro. She killed it, and I'm like, and because I only got to talk to her a little bit about it. Like I said, she just got back, and but I want her honest opinion of like who do you think really outdid you at this
Bro,
show? Because I don't know. That's the most creative thing I've ever seen in my life. Like I mean I know I'm biased,
yeah,
but
yeah.
she killed that. She
I
killed that
no,
shit.
I saw it. She showed out, and I mean that, yo, bro. That's exactly how Megs and I were for posts a few weekends ago.
Really?
Megs got her shimmery Gatsby short dress, little booty cheeks hanging out. Showed out with the
Ah,
cowboy hat. She was the best looking one in the stadium. And then I was like, well, you got to pick out my outfit, fam. She put me in a Cowboys jersey in the middle of Philadelphia.
yeah, that
I
that
was
was
in a,
yeah. You
I
told me about that a
almost
little
got my
bit, and I
ass
said that
beat.
yeah,
I
that was the
almost.
worst thing you could have done.
Bro, I was showing
Like you
out
could
for
if you
posts.
was to go if you was at Hershey, maybe a
Would have been
Hershey
fine.
show.
We would have been
Yes, yes,
100%
and
okay.
and I thought you were at the Hershey show because it makes sense because it's right around the corner from your crib. But then when you was like, nah, and I was in Philly, and I said,
Ah!
you had a Cowboys jersey on in Philly?
Yeah.
Nah.
I didn't
You could literally
literally,
wear any other jersey and you might get a little
bro,
bit of flag, but a
bro.
Cowboys jersey?
And you know what? We didn't put two and two together
Oh
until and
no, that's why you gotta watch sports.
we were 20 minutes into the stadium. Megs had already went to the bathroom. We were getting in line for our first drinks of the evening, and a grown man put his hands on me and was like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" And I said, "Wait, what? Hey,
Oh
excuse,
wow.
I'm at a Post Malone concert." Like I had to explain this to
Yeah.
multiple grown men to the point where the guy who was
Like it's
standing,
not an Eagles game happening right
bro,
now.
to the
Like
to the point where the guy standing behind me, like kind of, he was our age, so he kind of got it a little bit, and he was like, "Bro, what are you doing?" And I turned around, I got in his face, I said, "Listen to me, I got the hottest bitch in the stadium right now. She picked it out. I don't watch football, and when I do, I root for the Eagles and the Steelers. So shut the fuck up. It's Post Malone's favorite
see, but that's
team."
the thing.
And
Like
I
if you was an
almost,
Eagle fan, you would
and
never
I,
wear
and
a
I,
Cowboys jersey. Like
and so little buddy dapped me up. He gave me respect, and at one point in the show, Post Malone acknowledged it, and he was like, "Ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm a Cowboys fan," so everyone started booing. I got up on the chair and started booing with my jersey on. It was a moment.
that's
It
funny.
was a mistake, but it all worked out. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, you're alive. You made it.
yes, I made it, of course, through the evening. Was Beyonce's car malfunction a mini crisis in your household? We almost lost Beyonce. I don't
No,
know.
see, here's the thing. I don't know much about that.
Yeah.
And neither does she because That's one thing. She didn't want to see anything related to the
No
show.
spoiler.
Anything.
Okay.
No news, nothing, whatever. So yeah, what's going on, man?
What? So
She's
she
how
so
many times has she risked her life
so
now? Like,
every show, I'm pretty sure every show I've
oh
seen,
my
it's
God.
just a 4-point wire system on some convertible. I think they got it from Guy Fieri, Driners, Dive-Ins, and Dives.
Okay.
And it's Beyonce just singing her song in the convertible as they anchor hoist it through the stadium. And I
Nah.
guess the few weekends ago, one of the cables snapped, and Beyonce was like leaning like this, holding on for her life,
What?
still singing the song. And then
What?
halfway through the song, she's like, "Stop, stop, stop! I need you guys to get me the fuck down from here." I'm like,
She really?
"Oh, she stopped it! Yeah, she stopped the song. They
What?
lowered the car very slowly down. We almost."
What city was this?
Oh man, Beyonce. Let me see. Hold on, Beyonce Falls.
Oh my
This
God, Beyonce.
was in. Oh man, it was a couple weeks ago. I'm just looking for people to put
Was it like the Houston one?
Cowboy Houston, yeah, Cowboy Carter,
It was the
Houston.
hometown one?
Houston.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, dude. Like, it just goes back to my thing. Chris Brown, Katy Perry. We gotta stop getting on the wires. You can have these shows, man.
Nah.
We can't. Like, you just don't lift yourself off the ground, and that's all we got to do. It's as
Yeah,
simple
bro.
as that. Because
I think about, man, like I'm a kid, like I'm a kid at heart. So like
yeah.
I remember when Owen Hart, bro, died wrestling. Like, bro, he died off of one of them joints. He was coming down in the ring, whatever, and hit his a malfunction. Like, now I didn't see it, but like people saw that joint
Oh,
live, bro. Like, I mean,
wow,
like it's crazy, bro. Like,
wow.
so I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't want my superstars in on wires, bro.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that during like his like limited Vegas residency run, I'm pretty sure 50 Cent was on wires, and there's a video of him just dangling there after a malfunction.
Yeah,
Like, and
no,
it's just like
nope.
you've got this grown ass 50-year-old man, 50 Cent, just dangling with a harness on, and it's just
Yep,
like
yep,
it's kind of little bit embarrassing.
yeah, a
Um,
little wild.
any other concerts this summer, or is all your budget went to travel mainly?
Yeah,
Any?
travel a little bit. I think I'm going to a comedy show actually with my
Ooh,
boy Aziz Ansari.
no way. He's
Yeah, and
okay.
I didn't know he was back. Like
Yeah.
I mean, and yeah, Steve hit me up. I was like, yeah, nah, I'll go.
Uh
Like,
huh.
yeah, I love Aziz,
Uh
man.
huh.
I know they canceled my boy. Yeah, I
Eh.
mean, they
Yeah.
canceled him. Yeah, I mean, off of some like whatever. He wasn't no Epstein or he wasn't no Weinstein. Yeah, I mean, like he wasn't a Steen. Yeah, I mean, he ain't do nothing great. He wasn't no R. Kelly. You know what I mean?
uh,
He wasn't even Louis C.K. Like,
not
you know what I'm
even
saying? Like,
right. I think yeah. Like what happened? Someone he said no to a date or something. I don't even. Who
it
did
was
it?
weird. It was, yeah. It was. Yeah, I mean,
All right.
it's just.
Where's that happening?
I think it's in Reading. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, so
Probably
yeah,
Wells Fargo Center. Probably.
or that, yeah, whatever that Santander is. It
Yeah. Santa.
Santander?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Arena.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yeah. It's probably there. Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
where it is.
Okay. Have you
So.
seen him any recent
Nope,
clips
nope,
or you have no
nothing,
idea what he
nothing.
okay. Okay.
I'm going raw,
100%.
bro. No
Okay.
pause. You know what I'm saying? You know who I would have liked to see, and actually, it's happening. I think it happening this week.
Yeah.
Another guy is performing in Reading, but I seen his Netflix. Ralph Barbosa, his name is. Bro, he's mad funny. Like
See?
newer guy.
Okay.
He like a Hispanic dude,
Little
Mexican
chubby
dude.
Hispanic dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nah, nah, he
Not
not chubby.
chubby.
He not
Okay.
chubby. He
Okay.
like a
Okay.
small dude, whatever. He got like a
Okay.
mustache, goatee, but he like low eyes. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look like a drowsy dude, but like, nah, he's a
Okay.
classic.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Dude,
yeah. That's all we got. That's all we got right now.
keep me posted.
Okay.
I'll go see some stand up shit with you.
Okay.
Yeah. That'd be dope. We Megs and I we went a couple years back. We went and saw Tim Dillon just because I'm a huge fan of his podcast and everything he does. We were gonna go see Shane Gillis last
Shane
year.
Gillis.
Yeah, but I told her I said let's maybe I don't know maybe next time. I said let's skip that one for now. Well, maybe it was a
Is he like is his like price like crazy right now? Like
It's
is he Kevin
getting
Hart?
there. He's
Okay, okay,
medium. He's right
okay,
before Kevin Hart.
okay.
But it's not. It wasn't terrible. But I think next go around will most likely be probably a little bit more. Yeah.
So, cause I got a lot of free time. So, and we was talking about shows, whatever.
Yeah.
I just started. Well, I finished it,
Yeah.
but Tires. I was
Yeah.
watching Tire. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
He's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Like it's funny because
Yeah.
he really is like just naturally funny,
Uh
bro.
huh.
Like it's his facial
Uh huh.
expressions, like, and he really just feels like somebody
Uh
that
huh.
you just know. Like it's
Bro.
like, oh,
Well,
I know him. I
do you
know him.
do you
Like I
know
know this guy.
do
I know he's from
you know why?
Mechanicsburg.
Right. He grew up right down the street. He's at the raceway like every other weekend. His family has a coffee shop on the Pike that only employs Down syndrome kids, like giving them a chance and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
It's called Noir Coffee. It's on the Pike. It's Megs has been there in there a few times. They just hire special needs
What?
kids, give them a
On
chance.
Carlisle Pike.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's
Wow.
Shane Gillis. I think it's his sister who runs it. But yep. And
Wow.
yeah, man, he's just at Tire season 2. They just renewed it for season 3, so
Okay.
that
Yeah.
season 3 is coming next year.
Oh my, that show is
I
crazy. It's kind of like it's sometimes you're just like, all right, what the fuck?
it's
But like
yeah,
it's good. It's
yeah,
good though.
yeah.
I like him now, but I hated that the freaking the cousin Will, man. Like I just don't like looking at him, bro. Like he's a funny looking dude, bro. Like but no, so shout out to like I don't think people realize, man, PA, like there is like, and granted, I might be going off a small sample size,
Yeah,
but like it seems like there is like this like comedy collective going on.
yeah,
So one of the episodes, I think it was in season one. So there's a guy that I know, Anthony Moore. He's
okay,
from Philly.
yeah,
I've been on the same podcast as him, like right
uh-huh,
on Q Live podcast, and he's like somebody that's like been growing and growing.
yep,
He's not really affiliated with Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart is giving a cosign. But it's that one black dude that was in the one episode when they were like he needed like a graphic for like the bikini car wash. Like yeah. So that dude is mad funny, bro. And like
yeah.
he was just on Rory Maul's podcast like this
Wow,
past week, whatever. So
wow,
like he's been kind of growing. Like,
uh-huh,
Kevin, like I said, Kevin Hart knows who he is. You got the Plastic Cup Boys with
uh-huh,
Naeem Lynn and Spank Horton
yep,
and Shane Gillis, you know what I mean? You got this guy
yeah.
and more. I wonder, I'm like,
Dude,
yo, is PA like helping each other? Like, I
we've
like it. I like
we've
it.
got a pot. I mean, bro. I mean, not to. I mean, just Taylor Swift is from PA. We
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
I mean, Sandy's got pictures of Taylor Swift performing a 15-minute set at the York Fair for free with just her one guitar and one other person.
What?
Oh, bro.
Oh,
Taylor Swift.
I forgot you are a
I
Swiftie.
mean,
Yeah.
well, I not until of recent years, but I mean, if it really we go back, it's been yeah. We grew up going to the York Fair with Sandy Dunkel on like the
Yeah.
Froggy 101.3 free stage and saw Taylor Swift perform like before she even put it an album out. Oh
What?
yeah.
Oh,
We've
I
got
didn't know
oh
that.
yeah.
I didn't know people like knew her
Uh-huh.
like that. Like
Uh-huh.
and you just think like she's a plug, like she's a plant, you know what I mean, whatever. But
Right.
like, no,
No.
she actually
Yeah.
she had to come up.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's yeah, so PA's kind of been that kind of state. I think Lady Gaga has
Yes,
roots in
yes.
PA. I mean,
Yep.
there's so much talent. Yeah, so much talent. I think it's so interesting. I think Sabrina Carpenter might also be from Pennsylvania, not to name like every single female pop star, but is
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of them are from PA. So I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I think we have that close. We're so close to New York, depending on where in the state you
Yeah,
are,
yeah, yeah.
that it's just like easier to kind of get to that show Broadway level area of performing sometime maybe, but also too, it's just Philly's been popping for a while, man. I mean that's what I'm learning from this Tone Tailors podcast. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Philly artists. It's either you're a Philly artist or a Lancaster artist, and like they both
Oh
interblend.
wow.
A lot of people who are musicians in Lancaster have either lived or have done a lot of stuff in Philly. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's the closest big city to what
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have, so that makes sense. But I mean, it's definitely got that. It's got that draw. It's got that pull.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
Man, so listen, we just need to clear the record here, man. I just need your audience and everyone out there to know, despite what they might think
Mhm.
or believe, our man boy, despite having some mental health issues, again, we hate to bring her up again, but we can talk to Mo about it. You know what I mean? Our boy Jeffrey Epstein was just a regular guy with his
Oh.
own plane. He has done nothing wrong. He has no enemies, no list, no
uh,
clients whatsoever. Why Ghislaine Maxwell is in jail? Who knows? But at the end of the day,
yeah.
I need you to fool. He's just a regular guy. Okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Do you like how are we supposed to process this information? The same people that are on the newscast telling us that they've got the list and the
Yes.
binder and the
It's gonna come
report,
out,
it's on their
and then yeah.
it's sitting on my desk. And now all of a sudden what she meant to say was, well, the whole report was sitting on my desk. I didn't mean there was actually a list or clients and or it was just Epstein himself committing
Mhm.
these alleged crimes. Oh, and
Yeah.
by the
Yeah.
way, here's 10 hours of the security footage we finally released. There's a minute missing, but that's just how that security system works. Nothing happened in that 1 minute span of time, and
Yeah.
he 100% just unalived himself. Unfortunately,
Yes.
RIP, mental
Yeah.
issues. Because why would, so nothing's fishy going on there.
Yeah, man. It's just classic, I ain't gonna make Trump grift, man. Like, yeah, I mean, like it's just a classic move. And it's crazy. Like, and granted, I'm not even like big on knowing all about everything that went on. I know
Yeah.
this guy had a ring of some
A
heinous
ring, a whole
behavior.
island. He had a whole
Yeah, yeah,
island.
yeah. Where, and then a lot of famous people allegedly went there, but like, they have they told us about this list. You had a presidential candidate that campaigned on like telling people about certain
Yeah,
things,
yeah, yeah.
all for it to be nothing, and I'm just like, come on, man. Like, are you kidding me? Like, are you? So it
So then
that's just
now
where we at,
we
man, in this
gotta we
country,
gotta go
bro.
back to our boy Elon and was his crash out a few weeks ago valid in him saying they're not releasing the list because Trump's on the list. And
Of course,
so,
yeah. Which, yeah, and
they
it's crazy. It's like it's just weird how like everything has been in everybody's faces, and like there's only a select, contingent of people that want to do something about it or want to act on things, or want to reveal things. But it's just like we know the playbook, man. Like
it's
they've been making that playbook since the last election, right?
yeah,
It's called
right.
Project 2025, and it's like a million pages long,
Right. And
and
it's but
like,
don't
and literally they
worry.
word for word
Right.
everything is happening in that thing, but it's like, no, no, it's not that,
Right.
it's not that,
Right.
like, and that's what I'm saying. He is, oh my god, like, just even everything, he puts everything in your face, and it's like yeah, he's like a salesman where, oh, we got, cell phone plans for this,
Bro,
whatever,
are
and
you
then
swi-
all the
are you
fine print.
switching to Trump Mobile? Don't do it,
Come on, man.
Carlos.
No,
Don't do
I'm talking about just in general, like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like
yeah.
how, like, oh, we
Yeah.
got plans for nine
Yeah.
ninety nine, but then
Yeah.
the fine print is like, oh, but you gotta get three phones, and you got an activation fee, and you got this, and you got that. It's a contract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's what we're getting, and I don't know how people keep falling for the BS. And that's the thing. It could
Right.
be either side.
Yep.
It's like, yes, the shiny thing that they promote is not what that is. Like, even,
Right.
what the BBB,
Yeah.
whatever, and
Yep.
everybody like, oh, no tax on tips, no tax on
Yep.
overtime, and
Yep.
didn't even know what none of that meant.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, because at the end of the day, people thought that these different things would happen, and it would affect their regular lives, like the money in their pocket on a daily basis. But really, all it is like, oh no, it's at the end when you do your taxes, you
Right.
can claim this, and it's like the average American
They're not doing
that
that.
that
Right. They don't know how to do their taxes. They just do whatever
yeah,
TurboTax says. Click next, next, next,
exactly,
next, next, waiting for that number at the top to go up just to see their $1,000
yes,
refund. Right. It's a
y-
You can't, right? Oh, trust me, you can't. And by the way, you can't use the free version of TurboTax if you need to
Oh
claim.
yeah,
If you need to
yeah,
claim those tips, now you got to
yeah,
pay for the fifty
yeah.
dollar concierge or whatever.
Oh,
And that,
no, it
and it's
starts at
like,
50, but it
right,
ends up being like 150. You
right,
know what I mean?
right. And it's just, it's yeah, it's a, it's a, it's certainly it has the title of being a big beautiful bill, but the more and more like the layers kind of come back and unfold about it, it's like, well, what else is in there? And it's like, what are we doing? Like alligator Alcatraz? Who knows? Like, what's
Yep,
the?
yep.
It's a very interesting situation, and I think you even brought up too, Elon Musk trying to create this new third American party, and
Which is ironic as hell. Like
which
I
is
don't. How can you be from another country creating something called the American Party?
okay, that where's the fucking button? That that shit I didn't even put together.
Hit it again. Hit it
So
again,
like
man.
I mean, it is a you're absolutely right. Someone
Like
from a
what?
completely different country. Now I no, but here's the issue. Would I have, based on my research for this whole thing, is he essentially can't unless Elon is willing to give up his position as like CEO or whatever at Tesla and or
Okay.
SpaceX. There's no way that he has the time to create, delegate, get people
Yeah.
in, make the party, promote, get the signatures, go travel to each state. And then on top of that, we already have independent third
Yeah.
parties that
Sure. Yeah.
historically never. And then, by the way, I don't know what the exact terminology is, but the way that if he did create the American Party and somehow got someone to the primaries or on the ballot or whatever, they need like 10 times as many votes. Like their votes aren't counted as
Yeah.
the same way the Dems and the Republicans are. So
Yeah.
okay, like just because, listen, homie, yeah, great, you got 6 million results on your Twitter poll, but like that's not gonna relate into 6 million like actual poll votes. And even if it does, I don't think that's enough. And it's just like, what do we do? So we're gonna waste billions and billions of dollars creating a new party.
Yep.
Meanwhile, your stock at Tesla and SpaceX is crashing because there's no, you can't run. And
Yep.
so it's kind of this situation where I think Elon really thought that like,
He
hey
thought they were
man,
best friends.
well, he thought that we were going to tweak the bill to get
Yeah.
that electric car mandate kicked
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
He wanted
Yep.
that electric car mandate to stay in for as long as possible because that means more money for Tesla.
Yep.
And when Trump removed it is when everything went to shit. Because
Yep.
now it's like, well, he in his mind thought if everybody goes and buys a Tesla, I can just recoup that 250, $500 million, however much money he gave Trump for his campaign in order to get his Doge position,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
He was going to make that back in Teslas with the governmental electric vehicle mandate. Now that that goes away, he's out 250 mil, bada bing, bada boom. He's pissy, ranting on Twitter, putting clown makeup on the government. And so this is where we're at.
That's where we're at.
This is where we're at.
That's where we're at, man.
We've got Trump, doing whatever he's doing in Iran, and now he's being nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize because of it.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Where we're
Oh,
at.
I did not know
Never
that.
ending cycle of this administration, bro. And guess what? We're only 90 days in.
Yeah, like we're not even far at all. Like this is
So
the beginning of it. So yeah, it's just tough because like when you know you didn't support something and obviously stuff just kind of getting passed through, it's like,
yeah,
well, you know what I mean? Like the only solace you have is like, well, I didn't make this decision. Like I don't have egg in my face. You know what I mean? I could just call everybody. The only thing I get maybe satisfaction is just getting to call people dumb, you know what I mean, for
yeah.
the next 4 years. But it's like it's crazy, man. It's just crazy how just the pull and the, like I said, the grift that he's allowed to kind of get away with it's really absurd,
Well, it's
man.
just I don't know. Do you know like what happened in the crypto space with him and his wife? Like right
Oh,
recently.
where they, yeah, like basically like they short sold it and they made mad money for like a couple, basically like a group of people like
Yeah.
made mad money, but like everybody else, like you and I, if we would have did it like thinking we was gonna do like the GameStop joint, we would have got
So the
hosed.
whole grift,
Like,
right? The whole grift. It's called a meme coin, and the whole
yep,
grift is anyone can make it. Anyone with an audience, you make it. Let your audience build it up to 100,000, a million, whatever, and then you pull it all out, and the stock price goes to zero, and everyone loses their money. And
yep,
so, unfortunately, this just it happens all the time. And
yep,
so the Trumps are in it. And whereas before, up until that Trump coin, and then I think like 72 hours later, like a Melania coin like dropped too, and that was a whole thing. Like that was a multi-million dollar rug pull on everybody. Up until that point, the FCC and the federal government were prosecuting rug pull meme coin situations. Case in point, the Hawk cryptocurrency thing and all basically all of the YouTuber, TikTok star, buy my crypto
yep,
and then it just goes to zero, meme coin, don't invest any real money in it if you can't afford to lose it
yep.
situations. They were investigating them as because it's a crime. It's a crime. It's
Yeah,
a
it
Ponzi
is. Yeah,
scheme. It's
Yeah, the
a
SEC will
it's
definitely, yes, yeah.
until
Until, yeah,
the 47th president of the United States does the same thing. And if we have to prosecute Haley Welch, the Hawk girl, then we have to prosecute Donald Trump the same way. And we can't
yeah.
have that.
No, we can't have that.
And
No.
so we just say, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Drop all the cases. Hawk is fine. Trump's fine. Melania's fine. And everyone's good to go. So it's fascinating to me that we have such of this, I call it this roller coaster of an administration, because one
Yep.
day we're getting told that a 20-minute Zoom call will stop all wars in the Middle East. To the next day, we're sending bombers. To the next day, we're releasing files. We're not. We have a new mobile service. Get the Trump phone now. Pre-order today. Like the
That's
whole,
crazy.
it just, and then lie after fabrication, or oh well, what we really meant was this. When it, we're not idiots, and it goes back to this. It's this ultimate just internet theory that I have that like it's made it too easy for us, people like you and me, to look
Hmm.
at a situation and go, hey, and I've been saying this for the last like 6 months, someone should have called me. Like whenever something goes wrong, whenever a new business goes in on the pike, whenever the government makes a decision, whenever someone decides that they want to go to the grocery store on a Tuesday evening,
Yeah.
call me first and I'll tell you if it's actually a good idea. And
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
just like why are we making all of these weird rational decisions and everyone's like, well, Trump's playing chess and it's all this big long and I'm like, it can't be that. And so
This man has not got, he has not passed any trade
it's
deals since he's
exhausting
been in
me.
office. He is not,
Hey,
I mean, I mean, he just made ICE the most powerful
bro.
organization, government organization, militarized them. You know what I mean? Yo, bro, people's about to lose health insurance.
It
I mean, Pennsylvania is just alone is going to lose $239 million in federal funding. So that's just one state. Think about all these other states that what I mean are in a
oh
worse position.
god.
Like, bro, it's dumb, man. It's so stupid, and like people are just
But bro,
it's
and then but then just on the flip side of that, not even the government, but just like not even necessarily our peers, but people our age, like idiots that I went to high school with are arguing with me on this. Like, good dude, shut down the funding for Pennsylvania. My tax dollars shouldn't pay for your shit, blah blah blah. And I'm like, hey man, one, you have no idea. You're an idiot. Go back
yeah.
to your recliner and ask your wife for another beer before you like just calm down. Like don't try to play me on this because guess what? It affects me. Multiple of my clients are government funded,
Yes,
and if they
yes,
can't go to
exactly.
work, they're not paying me for online work. So like it
Exactly,
just
man.
trust me, man. I'm in the same boat. I get it. I think it's Even what
We
you,
got natural disasters. We got people that ain't getting help because of, yeah, I
bruh, and
mean,
the net
his ineptitude. Like it's just,
yeah, yeah, man. And I mean, I mean, even bro, even thank God for my son's help and everything we have for schooling
yeah,
and behavior services and shit like that. Thank goodness that's all state funded. But I know some people who have children in, I think, the Lancaster school district area somewhere out there, whose IEP is directly funded by the federal government. And guess what doesn't exist anymore? Help for their child, their IEP, the special education teachers. And now it's just even, some of that has to do with even what we talked about it with DEI shutdowns and things that
yep,
everyone's
yep,
experiencing with
yep.
that. And it's like, hey man, it's affecting real people.
Real
It's not
people.
just the government using your tax dollars to pay for Girl Scout cookies. Like this is where we're actually at now.
Yeah,
And to
yeah.
think otherwise because you're a believer in Trump or you're a believer in Elon, well, they must have a plan. They wouldn't let me down. Well, sweetheart,
Well, it's just the crazy thing
it's
that how
like,
the way that Elon is choosing to be like transparent now, whatever,
well,
because things
it's
things didn't go his way. So it's like, bro, you knew to play, and but you try to act like you ain't know to
bro,
play.
but it's this grand magic trick. He should be on America's Got Talent. It's this illusion of that people believe in that Elon Musk, the billionaire, cares about the middle 80%, you and me, financial of the country, the healthcare, the benefits that he's preaching about, and that
Yeah,
the American Party will help the 80 middle class 80%, blah blah blah. The same it's just some of the same stuff Bernie's been spouting for years, but he's got
yep,
his own issues, like whatever.
yep,
It's
yep,
just
yep,
it just always seems like a smokescreen to me. Like
yep,
at the end of the day, the government has not upgraded their computer systems from Windows Vista to Windows 7 yet, let alone to
yep.
Windows 11, because support for Windows 10 ends in like a month's time. Let alone the way they handle their mob operations, how CIA will take, like, it's just the reason we are all up in flames about Epstein and Musk and Trump and Caroline and everyone else that's happening
Mm-hmm.
is because we can see it happen in broad daylight. We're
Yep.
not waiting a week for the newspaper, or I didn't even read the paper today, so I don't know what's going on. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just it's in our face and it's here, and I can't. It's exhausting, and
It's exhausting.
I don't.
I know, and I think you just gotta like, make any headway that you can, in I guess your small communities, but like,
Yeah.
just you gotta just keep plugging away, man, and just like,
Well, look,
live with your conscience intact. That like, all right, well, at least
you.
because that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
and the thing is, I don't want to even hear people be like, oh, I should have known, like whatever. Like,
Right.
and we're gonna hear that for the next four
Yeah.
years. I mean, but it's like, all right, well, you're like, I might say to you, like, if I hear that from you
Yeah.
directly,
Yeah.
then yeah, I'm probably gonna disrespect you to your face, like,
Well,
and call you some names, like, well, you should have fucking, you know what I mean, like, you should have known,
yeah.
like,
Well, and look, man, I think what you got to be 35 to be president. So I've got a few years left. So within the next, I think before I'm 40, because they're not going to make anyone who's 35 president anyways.
nah,
So
nah.
I gotta become president of the HOA. I'm already president of my high school class, so I've already got one in the belt.
There you
I got
go,
to
there you
become
go,
president of the HOA. Then I'm going to
there you
become
go,
the mayor of Mechanicsburg. Then I'll
there you
become
go.
governor of Pennsylvania. Then maybe a vice presidency or two to get my way into that
Okay.
nomination. And then hopefully by the time I'm like 40, 45, I'll be in charge of the United States of America.
Yeah, I think though too they need. I mean, you're gonna make an age requirement. You need to make an age limit. No man
Yes.
over
Oh
65
God.
years old should
Yeah.
be the
For
president of
real.
the
Oh
United
my
States.
God.
So.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Well, listen. You mentioned ice in there, but just to pivot off of that wordplay a little bit, the Iceman's back. We got a new single. We got an
Okay.
hour-long live stream. It's Drake's Summer album coming soon. Have you listened to what did I miss yet?
Yeah, I did hear it. I do like the track. I gotta probably like dig into it a little bit more. But yeah, man, dope video, dope visuals
Yeah.
for it. It's just it's for everybody that was talking crazy last couple, the last year. Like, all right, what did I miss? You know what I mean? All y'all haters.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's time. It's okay. Like it's all
Right.
right, but come back. You know what I mean, your
Right.
boy, the boy is back. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
as soon as I first listened, I was like, meh, okay, whatever, I'll take it or leave it. And then now I've listened to it about 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 more times, and just listening to the lyrics that he's actually saying. Like, I think one of his lines were dudes can't hang around me unless I'm giving out two tones, and
Okay.
Rolex watches
Yeah,
and
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So it just, and then just like the whole, basically him spitting. If you were a Kendrick Lamar stan in the last year and a half, it's basically Drake giving you the pass. You have one opportunity. You either come back now or never again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, now is your opportunity. The doors are open, but membership is limited. So if you went to the concert, you saw SZA, you saw Kendrick's 5-part Swifty fucking whatever Eras tour that he's trying to put off, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, like, I think you and I talked about it. I wouldn't have survived the Kendrick Lamar concert with that
Yeah.
track list, man. Just
It
like,
was
I
so it was a
can't.
monster, man. Yeah.
It's like, has we'll get back to Drake in a second. Do you think, because this is, I think it's happened with Katy Perry, it's happening with everyone else. I think it's happened with Kendrick, it's happened with Beyonce. Has the Taylor Swift Eras tour changed it for, like, does everybody feels like they have to have this huge stage, they have to fly around the stadium, they have to do their whole discography. I just heard like Kesha, even though no one needs to go see her, she has like a song. Kesha's on tour and she's apparently doing her whole discography of songs that like people don't even know, but because Taylor Swift comes out and does 3 hours, it's just like this.
I mean, that's not that's not, I don't know, that's not something new. Like I think a lot
Yeah,
of artists do stuff like that, depending on how big that particular album is, depending on how long ago they came out as an artist.
yeah,
But like, you ask people that have gone to Beyonce shows in the last like 10 years. She's doing that. Like, I mean, like
right,
she's
true,
doing the main album, but like she's doing all, like you getting, when I went to see Breezy in 22,
yeah.
like yes, it was the Breezy album, but like it was a lot of the old stuff, and
So
he was
how?
like, so yeah, I think it depends
Okay,
on the stature of the artist, but like I'll give your girl some credit, I guess. I mean, if she put like a name to it, like she put a stamp to it, and like that's like the theme. I think she's getting the credit, but like I think that's something
yeah.
that is existed, whatever.
Was your Chris Brown show, was that like, how long was he on stage? Would you say
It
was
was.
it like
I feel like it was a
couple
It was
hour
like, I
thing?
think he was on. I mean, I think he was on for like almost 2 hours. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I
Okay.
think he gave a good. I mean, Lil Baby was like Lil Baby was before him, and
Yeah.
then it was the boy Blue. He was the opener, or whatever. It was a big show. So it was. I feel like,
Okay.
but yeah, I get it. I mean, maybe not as long.
Yeah.
That Kendrick Lamar set, I saw it. It was like, yeah, it was like, each of them got like four different
It was
parts. You know what I mean?
basically it was all like 10 of his hits plus like the entire GNX album.
Yeah.
And then it was only listed one time, but I cannot imagine that Kendrick Lamar only did Not Like Us one time.
Yeah, I can't
Come on,
imagine
fam.
that. I can't imagine. I
You
felt like
know,
he probably opened and closed with that joint. Yeah.
and it was in the middle. And I'm so,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it's okay, interesting. Yeah,
Yep.
man, I'm excited. I'm excited for the new Drake music. They've been saying this is gonna be, hopefully, how. Let me ask you this.
All right.
Because Budden was talking about, I'm getting real into Joe Budden. I'm
Oh
getting
yeah,
real into
it's dope, man.
Joe.
They've been doing good, man.
Yeah.
Like with all these extra people and stuff like that they
Uh-huh.
have on it. But yeah, nah,
Yeah.
he's always been good, man. I just don't listen regularly, but like
No.
I'll catch
I'm
clips.
a
You know what I mean?
Clips. Yeah, Clips. Yeah. He brought this up, and I think Drake posted about it. A clip of T-Pain saying that Drake should know exactly when, and I think that when was like a year or two ago, when to gracefully retire and bow out of music, kind of like T-Pain did.
Yeah, and that's
But
crazy.
but
Like
like,
T-Pain to say that. Like I thought that was I thought that was crazy because it's like, are
especially, yeah,
you're comparing yourself to Drake right now. Like I'm not gonna say T-Pain is not a star. Like he
right.
was a superstar, but he don't what? Like he don't he it's not even, we're not even talking about the same universe of artists right now. Like
I'll
like
yeah.
T-Pain might have 10 hits. You know what I'm saying? Like that we can,
She's little bit more than I would give him 15 at least.
Okay, let's give
But
him 15.
hey, that's a little crazy to say, especially when he's touring right now with, I'm almost positive, no new music, T-Pain. So a little crazy to say, but also,
What for him to say that?
yeah, like if
Oh, when
like
to give it up?
yeah, if you gave it up, why are you on tour currently? Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
by the way, hot take, just so everyone is aware, I don't care what your opinions are, but if you are like T-Pain and you have gracefully bowed out and aren't actively making new music, maybe some here or there, like T-Pain says he is, and you're ending your career with a tour at the York Fair, you
Yeah,
can't get a stadium going at T-Pain. T-Pain can't get a stadium, but we
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, yeah. If you're that,
so
yeah,
I feel like bowing out gracefully is not performing at the York Fair. Like I'm so
nah,
I
facts, facts.
you know what I mean, watch your words, but at the end of the day, do you think that Drake should have or could have? Is this our last album from him? Do you think one would have been a good time for him to stop or not at all?
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to say. I think. Because I mean, like he did just drop an album. I mean, beginning this year with Party Next Door. I know it took
Were
a little bit for people to.
those
I mean, but
yeah.
people like it though. A lot of
Yeah.
people still like it. People, a lot of tracks are still
No
playing
key
off
is a
that.
hit now. Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if I think a full album of like whatever like solo album. I think we need to hear that at post this this beef whatever.
Yeah,
But like I think that's gonna be the test. But I think it's gonna be popular. I
yeah.
think he's still gonna have those tracks.
Mhm.
He still has that like the thing is T Pain. Even if you liked his music and you enjoyed like the hits that he has, T Pain has never been like a cultural type of like iconic figure. Like nobody has wanted to be T Pain.
You don't.
Nobody's wanted to look like T Pain.
Mhm.
No one has wanted to like, T Pain is not like even just image wise. Like you never looked at T Pain like people wanted to be like
Okay.
him, dress like him,
Okay.
nothing like that. You know what I mean?
You don't think the auto tune changed the music industry? I
Yes, yes,
just
yes.
yeah.
But that's more just based like that's just music, not
Okay.
like culture, like just like
Right.
living. Like Drake is
Right.
an icon living, bro. Like
Right.
like for him to like kind of compare himself and talk about that type of stuff, it
Yeah.
is kind of weird because like y'all not on the same
Have
level, man.
you've got
Like
you could probably name 10 people that've got an OVO jersey in their closet right now, but no one's got a
got
Nappy
more hits
Boys.
than the Beatles. Like
Right.
that's all I
Yeah.
gotta say. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what are we
Yeah.
talking about like
Yeah.
here? And so um no, like I don't think it's I just I don't think it's time yet. I don't think
Yeah.
it's time.
Would
I
you
think he still
s-
got a lot in tank.
would you say last question and then we'll get out of here, fam. We'll
Yeah,
wrap it
yeah.
up. Would you say not because anything happened or I saw anything, but maybe actually I think Bud might have been talking about it and that's where I got the idea from. Do you think that with the Carter 6 coming out and lack thereof Young Money features, that's over? Are we done with the Young Money? Like, is that still a thing? Is there behind the scenes beef? Maybe you think just your best guess. I don't. I'm just curious as to
Well, yeah,
where.
Young Money as we know it is has been over
Yeah.
for a long time. But I
Okay.
think anything that will have Nicki and Wayne and maybe Drake and Wayne, I think you'll hear a little shout out of it. Same
Mhm.
thing like with Jay Z is like it's not Rockefeller or whatever, but like
Right.
if not granted he ain't gonna make no music with really anybody from Rockefeller because he don't
Yeah.
fuck with Kanye like that. So, but like, yeah, I think it is. I think it's over. I think it's over. I don't know if there is a beef. I think, Lil Wayne, man, he lives on another planet and he gets a pass and he's allowed to be aloof and like clueless as to like what's going on. And like people just kind of like let him because they know he's in this like drug induced stupor. You know what I
Right.
mean?
He's just
You know what I mean?
constantly. Yeah.
Yeah, so and he's just, I mean, he's like the senile old man. You just kind of like, all right, like you let him go. It's like, okay, it's okay, buddy. Like it's okay.
He
Pat him
just
on the
let
back.
him go.
You pat him on the back and you just let him go on his way.
Yeah.
And but it's no hate. It's like it's no hate. I don't hate Lil Wayne, but it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
you don't make good music no more. Like it's just that's just what it is. Like
Rumors and speculations were the Carter Six were just songs they picked out of the hat. They maybe updated a
yeah,
few
it sounded like
verses,
it. It sounded like it.
and then yeah.
Throwaways.
So,
That's what we call
and
those.
I guess too. Also, whoever the producer or put the album together was just this guy that shouldn't be
Yeah, it's
working
not his
with.
part of his team. It's not even
Yeah,
part of his
yeah.
production. Yeah, I heard Joe and them talking about that.
It's very interesting. I'm curious if or what we see from Wayne after this. Obviously, he's announced the retiring of the Carter series, so I'm curious.
By time.
I'm curious. It's about time. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I just think like you don't need like you're running something into the ground.
yeah,
You can be a little bit more creative. And like the thing is, when Carter Six came out and it made me, you looking at
yeah.
his whole discography, he has been dropping albums like
Right,
other than the Carters, but like it don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Because he
right.
don't have that like. And granted, if he's asked to be on a feature and he's asked to be on somebody's song, like he does, he's a professional, man. He gets it done for the other people. But in
Yep,
terms of his
yep,
own
yep,
stuff,
yep.
it ain't it ain't it no more, man. So I'm not gonna like discredit him fully, but it's not the same, man.
Yeah,
It's not the
yeah.
same.
All right,
So
guys. Well, thank you for coming back to another episode of my 280 Plus podcast. You can check us out. I'm just joking. Sorry. It's a Levi Takeover
I
fan.
know, right? Yeah, man. Yo, I
Dude,
appreciate you, man, for doing this, man, and holding it down. Yo, if you're still watching, leave a comment below if you want to join the conversation. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that bell for notifications. If you know anybody that's into anything that we was talking about today, I need you to hit that share button. But yeah, man, this is episode 200. Me and my boy Levi Sparks, man. You're gonna see us, recap and record. You'll see me probably in a couple weeks. I'll be in Mexico with this guy. I mean,
we're taking this shit international, fam.
yeah, he's tying the knot, man, and we're gonna do an episode out there. And yeah, man, it's all love. I appreciate you, bro. Good episode, good content.
Right.
And yeah, man, this episode 200 of
Woo,
the 280 Plus podcast, y'all.
woo.
We out. Peace.